Welcome to my After Effects tutorial class. So today, what I'll be showing you guys is what we have done in our last class, which is text effects. Um, Sorry about the music background. I'm not recording this video in a studio. All right. So okay. Besides the point, so what I'm gonna show you today is basically I'm gonna show you some text effect using the text effect animate. All right, and then we are going to show you a few text effects today, which is the kerning and also the falling, and also I'll be showing you some cool text effect that is basically might be useful for your final project. All right, but before I move on, I would explain to you a little bit about some effects or text effect that you can use using presets. All right, so I'm going to start with a new composition so that we can see better. All right, so normally if you want to animate your text, all right, what you can do is you can insert a new text layer. I'm going to type here text effect. Alright, the reason why I do this, the reason why I create a new text layer from the layer is because I want my text to be in the middle of the composition. And you can still arrange or place the text in the middle of the composition by using the align panel here. Alright, if you want to enlarge the typeface, you can use the character panel, slide or increase the font size, and you can also control the tracking or kerning of the text. I'm gonna make this about 100 pixel 100 point for now. Alright, so alright, here you have the text, and if you want to have a very not so cool but fast text effect, what you can do, you can just type on the text on the effects and preset panel here. You type text, you will see some different text effect that you can use. For example, I'm gonna type here bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, where is it? Okay, text bounce. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just drag and drop on the text effect, and when I preview it, the text effect is done. So if you don't have enough time to do it and this effect suits your design style, what you can do is just drag and drop. But again, it looks a bit cheesy and sometimes it doesn't have the effect that you want, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna undo this. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to create something which is very simple. All right, very simple and but effective. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use this, the animate button here. You can add animation onto your text effect. So I'm going to use tracking. All right, so once you select that, you have the tracking amount here. This is where we're gonna do the animation. All right, so if you increase the number of the text amount, you will see that the text will track according to the value that you set. But remember, before you set the tracking amount, you need to check on the text align. Make sure that the text align is center. Alright, if you do not set that to align center, what happen is if you change the setting on the tracking amount, you can see that the starting point will start from the left. Alright, what you're going to do is, although you mistakenly do that, what you can do, you can still change the alignment and you can still have the effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an animation that the text start from outside and move inside. All right, so I'm going to click on the keyframe on the stopwatch here. Alright, and I'm going to increase further on the tracking amount, and then I'm going to move my time indicator to 1 second. Alright, or you can just type it here, 100, and it will point to 1 second. Right, then you reduce the amount of the tracking until you have like 0. Then you can try to preview. So what does that happen is basically text looks a bit smooth, or what you can do, you can slow down a bit on the animation so that it looks a bit more smoother. Alright, but the thing is the animation looks a bit static. Okay, so what you need to do, I always do this and I always remind you in class what to do, is to select both keyframes and use the keyframe assistant and choose easy ease. Right, so once you have that, the text animation will become a bit more smoother as compared to before. Alright, so what I'm going to add is I'm going to add something. I'm going to edit the graph editor so that I want to make like a bounce effect when the text animate. So what I have here is I'm going to increase this. I'm going to bring this up here, and then I'm going to slow down a bit at the end here, and then if you want to turn off the graph editor, you just click the graph editor button and you will come back to your timeline. Okay, there you go. Alright, but probably the speed is not that what I want. I'm gonna make it a bit more faster. Okay, so now you see there's a text effect with a bounce effect. Alright, if you think that the speed is too slow, you can shorten the timeline. Shorten this timeline and push the keyframe. And maybe it's not that good. I'm gonna drag a bit more. Okay, a bit more until you get what you really want. Right, there you go. Or maybe what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check on the graph editor. Yeah, that's probably it. I'm gonna make it a bit more bouncer. Okay, and then I'm gonna preview this again. Okay, there you go. That is the effect that I want. Right, so if you want to change the color, okay, go to character, you can change the color. Alright, okay, so that's all. Alright, so I'm going to show you another text effect animation in another video, so stay tuned.